Pep Guardiola insists he is far from finished at Manchester City. Reports have emerged suggesting City have started making plans in case their long-serving manager decides to leave Etihad next summer. There have even been rumours that Chelsea manager Enzo Maresca would be a potential successor, but the City boss has no desire to move on yet. The Spaniard, who is in his 10th season at City and is contracted until 2027, feels he still has much to achieve at the club. Thiago Silva is returning to European football after completing a move to FC Porto, according to Fabrizio Romano. The veteran centre-back has signed a short-term agreement and is expected to play under new head coach Francesco Farioli. The move was strongly backed by Porto president André Villas-Boas, stating, "Agreement signed on short-term deal for Thiago." Thiago Silva will remain at FC Porto until June 2026, with the option to extend his stay for an additional year. Ruben Amorim has stressed that United's approach to the winter transfer window won't be dictated by the impact of the Africa Cup of Nations. Manchester United says the Reds must deal without the services of Nuceiman and Mbeumo for a prolonged time.
Neymar promises to score a goal in the World Cup final if Brazil makes it to the showpiece. "We're going to do the possible and also impossible to bring the World Cup to Brazil," he declared. "In July, you can hold me accountable."
Bukayo Saka says Arsenal is focused on their game, not City's pursuit after reclaiming the Premier League top spot for Christmas. Arsenal reclaimed the top spot with a 1-0 win over Everton thanks to Gyökeres's penalty after City briefly took the lead. Semenyo injured his calf in training on Saturday and couldn't be part of the squad. Bruno Fernandes suffered a hamstring injury late in the first half against Aston Villa and was replaced at half-time. Both midfielders are expected to miss the Boxing Day clash with Newcastle. Great news as Casemiro returns after suspension, but Manuel Unate's struggles leave him as the only other fit senior central midfielder. Joshua Zirkzee is the name Roma are working on for the January transfer window, and that's now a given. His playing time at United is scarce, and he sees Italy as a chance to get back into the game and earn a call-up to the World Cup. Roma hopes to sign Zirkzee in January on a loan with an option to buy, which is with the Champions League. Ruben Amorim insists United won't alter their January transfer rails despite Bruno Fernandes' injury against Aston Villa. Jules Koundé was subbed off injured in the 79th minute against Villarreal. The Frenchman is suffering from a thigh injury. Medical examinations will soon determine how long he will be sidelined. Liverpool fear Alexander Isak has sustained a lower leg injury after the striker was forced off in Saturday's 2-1 win at Spurs. The Swede came off the bench to break the deadlock for Arne Slot's side, but was injured by Mickey van der Ven. The 26-year-old, who joined Liverpool from Newcastle in September, went for MRI scans on Sunday to determine the extent of the injury.
It is understood those scans will determine an exact time frame on how long Isak will be sidelined.
Bayern Munich have agreed a deal to sign 17-year-old Virgilio Olaya from SD Aucas. Bayern are considering loaning him out for further development. Olaya plays as a centre-back and has started 5 games for SD Aucas in the Ecuadorian First Division this season.
Super Eagles captain Wilfred Ndidi says the team is ready for their AFCON opener against Tanzania.
The 3-time champions have also only lost once in their last 14 group stage games at the AFCON. Ndidi believes a positive start will set a good momentum for the rest of the competition.
Endrick to Olympique Lyon. Here we go.
Endrick will be back to Madrid in June. Arsenal manager Mikel Arteta says Gabriel Jesus will start on Tuesday's Carabao Cup quarter-final with Crystal Palace. Jesus has made 3 sub-appearances since returning from ACL injury, but hasn't started a game this season. Antoine Semenyo will be one of the most sought-after players in the January transfer window. Manchester United are considered serious rivals for both City and Spurs to sign the Bournemouth winger. Liverpool is also interested in signing Semenyo, and they are considering their options in the wake of Alexander Isak's injury. Dortmund might lose Aaron Anselmino to Chelsea in January due to a loan clause. Chelsea can recall Anselmino in January if he doesn't meet a minimum playing time threshold at Dortmund. Chelsea's injury crisis in defence might prompt them to recall Anselmino from Dortmund early. Diario Sport reports that Barcelona will consider a new signing in the upcoming January transfer window. Barcelona is seeking a new defender in January due to Christensen's ACL injury and Araujo's mental health absence. Milan has terminated the contract with Divock Origi, whose last start for the club was back in May 2023. Origi is available as a free agent from January as he's just signed his contract termination at AC Milan. The 30-year-old striker was out of AC Milan's squad and project since summer 2024. McKennie has acknowledged his desire to stay at Juventus, but conceded his future is in his agent's hands.
His contract with the Bianconeri expired in June 2025, having initially joined the club on loan from Schalke in 2020. McKennie has been a regular player this season, starting 11 games in Serie A since the appointment of Luciano Spalletti. McKennie will hope to play a key role when the United States co-hosts next year's World Cup, but his club future is unsettled.
Real Madrid captain much closer to leaving than to renewing, with Qatar emerging as the favoured destination. Over the past couple of summers, Real Madrid said goodbye to Kroos, Nacho, Modric and Vasquez.
And the trend seems likely to continue in the summer of 2026 as well, with Dani Carvajal bringing his time at the club to an end. AC Milan have agreed personal terms with talented striker Andrej Kostic from Partizan Belgrade. Club-to-club talks are underway to get the deal done under £5 million package, add-ons included. In exciting news for Juventus fans, the club is set to hire Marco Ottolini as their new sporting director. According to reporters in Italy, Juventus have verbally agreed to bring in former Genoa director Marco Ottolini as the club's new sporting director. Ottolini returns to Turin, having worked for Juventus from 2018 to 2022, handling loaned-out players.
French defender El Chadal Bitshabu is expected to leave RB Leipzig on loan in January as he seeks more regular playing time. Leipzig may loan the 20-year-old following his limited game time under Ole Werner.
Bitshabu has played just 20 minutes this season, a sharp drop from being a regular starter last year.
Semenyo indicated City as the favourite destination. Despite Manchester United trying hard, Chelsea and Spurs are out of the race. City have been pushing aggressively to accelerate the transfer.
In exciting news, young talent Claudio Echeverri has agreed to join Girona on loan for the remainder of the season. Bayer Leverkusen loan move has been interrupted as Echeverri will join Girona, straight loan until June. Earlier, Echeverri's preference was reported to be returning to River Plate. However, City wants him to stay in Europe.
Cassiano Chiala will sign his new contract at FC Bayern soon as part of the long-term project.
The youngster will stay in Munich as part of a long-term project, despite rumours linking him to the Premier League.
Stay pumped, stay motivated, and we'll be back with more Sports Update. Bye for now.